fluid is classified into two major category, or it is of two major types: oil-based fluid and chemical-based fluid. Okay, in oil-based fluid, straight oil and soluble oils are two types. In chemical fluid, synthetic oil and semi-synthetic oil. What is meant by oil-based fluid? As the name only indicates, okay, so oil-based fluid will be having a mixture of oils along with some additives and components in order to get all the required properties of the cutting fluid. So in that there are two types: straight oils and soluble oil. Straight oil is nothing but it is having only oil mixture. Okay, oil mixture, it does not have any water content in it. In straight oil, synthetic is nothing but it is a mixture of chemicals as well as oil. Okay, these are the primary types of cutting fluid. Oil based fluid. Oil based fluid will be having diverse range of oil mixture with various additives and compounds as the required properties of the cutting fluid. If machinability index of the workpiece material is too low, so you require a good quality cutting fluid where you cannot use water as a cooler. In that case, you can use this oil-based fluid where it is having diverse range of oil mixture with various additives and compounds to give the required properties of the cutting. In straight oil means it does not contain water in it. Okay, straight oil, as name only suggests, it is a 100% oil, no water in it, composite of 100% petroleum or oil or mineral oil, along with some lubricants such as fats, vegetable oils, and esters. Fats, vegetable oil, and esters are added to bring the lubricating property into the alloy material. Okay, to bring the lubricating property into the alloy material. Lubricating property to avoid the friction, as well as extreme pressure additives. For light cut, extreme pressure additives may not required. For heavy cuts, where more cutting forces will be involved, extreme pressure additives are required to get the desirable property in the cutting fluid. So some of the extreme pressure additive, so it is mentioned as EP here. In the third point, EP is nothing but extreme pressure. So extreme pressure additive includes sulfur, chlorine, or phosphorus. It will improve lubricating and wettability property. So advantages of straight oil cutting fluid is it is having excellent lubricating property, because to get the lubricating property you will add vegetable oil and extreme pressure additives along with esters and fats, so that so because of the good lubricating property, so it will increase the tool life. Okay, because lubricating property will minimize the friction, so that it will increase the tool life. Good rust protection. Okay, why it is good rust protection? Because it does not contain any water in it. Okay, so if it is having water, okay, so there is a chances of rusting of machine tool part. Okay, because it does not contain any water in it, so it will be um, protect from the rusting. Okay, easy maintenance. Also, absence of water eliminates bacteria and odor problem. Okay, absence of water eliminates bacterial growth and odor problem. Disadvantages is because you are using petroleum oil. Petroleum oil itself is a costly, and along with that you are adding vegetable oils, esters, and extreme pressure additives like sulfur, chlorine, phosphorus. Okay, because of this, the cutting fluid cost will be high. It is having poor cooling also, because uh, use of petroleum oil. Petroleum oil will not absorb heat. If it absorbs heat, it will get flash and fire. Not suitable for high temperature application, because for low temperature and low pressure operation. So it is used in low cutting speed application like tapping and knurling operation, deep hole drilling, and for difficult to cut material like stainless steel and titanium, etc. So straight oil as having good lubricating property, but very poor in cooling property. So next one is soluble oil cutting fluid. The soluble oil means So in straight oil cutting fluid, you use 100% petroleum or mineral oil. Instead of that, 60 to 70% petroleum or mineral oil will be used. So remaining will be emulsion or emulsifiable oil. Okay, or water will be added into the mineral or petroleum oil. Water will be added with emulsifier and other extreme pressure additives. Reduce the viscosity, will add emulsion into paint and then you will mix, right? Similarly, here for petroleum and mineral oil, water will be added and it is diluted with 10 to 30% concentration and other extreme pressure additives. So use of soluble oil depends on concentration of water and oil. As I told you, it is having both water and oil. So major portion of the soluble oil is petroleum or mineral oil only. So we can make into lean concentration and rich concentration. Lean concentration contain more water and less oil, provides better cooling. So as the water percentage increasing, cooling effect will also increases. But lubricating property will be decreases. In lean concentration, more water will be there. Say about 30% water and 70% mineral oil or petroleum oil will be there along with extreme pressure additive. Okay, it will provide a better cooling and less lubrication. Okay, rich concentration means less water and more oil. More oil is there is nothing but good lubricating property and poor cooling. Concentration as having better cooling and rich concentration having better lubricating. Depending upon your requirements, certain machining operation require good lubricating property where you can use rich concentration soluble oil. Certain machining required lean concentration uh, uh, because of better cooling. Okay, if temperature developed will be high, then you go for lean concentration cutting fluid. If friction is small, you go for rich concentration. Okay, this is about soluble oil. So the advantages of soluble oil is good lubrication suitable for light and medium duty. Concentration of oil can be varied for heavy duty. Concentration of oil into lean mixture or rich mixture. So less expensive also. We are minimizing the mineral or petroleum oil into 70%, 60 to 70%. 30% cost of the petroleum or mineral oil can be minimized with the mixture of water. The disadvantages is presence of water makes oil leads to corrosion of the machine parts, bacterial growth and odorness. So that it can be used continuously. Recirculation usage will be a problem because of it will lead to the corrosion of machine part and it will grow bacteria. So that regular maintenance of cutting fluid is necessary. Okay. Not suitable for high tensile or stainless steel alloy. So application low and medium tensile steel material. It is used for low and medium tensile steel material. Brass, bronze and cast iron. Grinding of light duty application. Okay, grinding of light duty application. These are the advantages, disadvantages and application. Chemical cutting fluid is also called as synthetic cutting fluid, where instead of oils or mineral oils, we are going to use the chemicals along with pre-concentration emulsifier and extreme pressure additives. The amount of oil will be used. So according to that, we classified into synthetic oil, where there is no oil in it. Synthetic means it is completely of chemicals. There is no oil in it. And semi-synthetic means is nothing but along with chemicals we used to have little amount of oils also. Synthetic is nothing but it is 100% chemical, no petroleum or mineral oil in it. Okay, semi-synthetic is along with the chemicals, a little percentage of oil also we are going to use. So in synthetic oil, it's consisting of, as I told you, chemical lubricant and rust inhibitor dissolved in water. Emulsifier can be added to create lubricating property. Emulsifier is nothing but a water agent Okay, it can be added to create the lubricating property. Okay, so that it can form a thin protective layer in between the chip and the tool face. Wherever sliding or rubbing take place, in between that a thin film will be formed so that it minimize the friction. Consisting of a chemical lubricant and rust inhibitor dissolved in water. Why rust inhibitor means because of the presence of chemical, it should not lead into any rusting of the machine parts. So that's why rust inhibitor is dissolved in water so that it prevents from rusting of the machine component. So in order to bring, as I told you, it is completely made up of chemicals. The cutting fluid should have many characteristics. In order to bring all the characteristics into the cutting fluid, we'll add some of the chemicals to bring a particular property. Following chemicals are added to improve the properties. Here we have amines and nitrates for rust prevention. As I told you, when it is subjected to contact with a machine component for long duration of time, because of the presence of chemical, it may lead to rusting of the machine component. That is not a desirable thing to have. Okay, we have to safeguard the component for long duration of time also. So for that, in order to prevent from rusting, amines and nitrates chemicals are added to the cutting fluid. So then phosphate and borates for water softening chemical cutting fluid, especially made up of first you will take water as a base. In that water we mix other chemicals with the emulsifier and extreme pressure additives to soften the water. Phosphate and borates are added to soften the water. Amines and nitrate for rust prevention. Soaps and wetting agent for lubrication. Okay, in order to bring the lubricating property. So for base water we are adding these chemicals to bring the lubricating property. Soaps and wetting agent is added for lubricating property. Glycol, it acts as a blending agent to mix all these chemicals. A glycol is added to act as a blending agent, and biocides to control the bacterial growth. Because of the presence of water, base material is water in chemical cutting fluid, so there is a chances of bacterial growth because it is preserved in reservoir for long duration of time. So and we are continuously recirculating the chemical synthetic fluid. So there is a chances of bacterial develop and it will grow. Now to avoid that, biocide is added into the wastewater. Chemical synthetic fluid is widely accepted in industry because whatever the required property by adding a particular chemicals, we can get that property into the cutting fluid. Achieve the amines and nitrate, we can achieve corrosion control, and it is having superior cooling also because of adding a particular the cooling capacity of cutting fluid, greater stability when mixed with hard water. So even though if you take the hard water for preparation of cutting fluid, by adding the chemicals, water softening chemicals such as phosphate and borates, okay, you can make the hard water into soft. Okay, phosphate and borates make the hard water into soft. Even you can use the hard water, it will show greater stability when mixed with hard water. Can be stored for long time because it does not corrode the any component of machine because of nitrates and borate, and also you by adding biocides, bacterial growth can be eliminated so that it can be stored for long time and it will be having easy maintenance also. Okay, so disadvantages of chemical fluid is because of adding chemicals, there is a tendency of foam resulting in poor surface finish and reduced tool life. So when foam formation of take place, as you see, if you are mixing many chemical into water, there is a chances of foam. And when you supply the cutting fluid, chemical cutting fluid with high pressure, so the foam formation take place at the cutting zone. It make the operators enable to see the working zone. Okay, because of foam formation, resulting in poor surface finish and reduce the tool life. Okay, next lubricating property is not satisfactory in it. because there is no oil content in it. We are only adding chemicals. If it is it is having oil in it, then it improves the lubricating property. As you know, oil is a very lubricating. We use in engine oils and all. Absence of oil in chemical cutting fluid, lubricating property is not satisfactory. Resting and leave gloomy residues on the machine system. Okay, because of foam formation and because of many chemicals added, it will give gummy residues on the machine system, and regular monitoring is required. Okay, any chemicals is reacted or any you have to test the cutting fluid whether it has having a characteristics similar to what it has in the beginning. So application involves grinding carbide tools with diamond wheel, ordinary commercial grinding where finish is not very critical. Okay, for only metal finishing is nothing but you have to get a good surface finish. When you are removing a material, surface finish is not a factor where you can use this type of cutting. Okay, that type semi-synthetic oil. Semi-synthetic oil means along with chemicals, we also added oil into it, a little amount of oil. Okay, it is a combination of mineral oil in small amount, varying from 20 to 30% in a water dilutable concentrate and certain synthetic chemical. Along with synthetic chemical, what we added to water. In addition to that, 20 to 30% of oils is mixed with the water, so that we form the semi-synthetic oil. With these chemicals, extreme pressure additives and a little amount of oils will be added to make a semi-synthetic oils. Since it's consisting of both synthetic and soluble oil, and it possesses the properties common to both type of oil. So it acts as a what are the advantages we have in oil-based cutting fluid, and what are the advantages we have in chemical-based cutting fluid. So both the advantages we will get because we are mixing both chemicals and oils in a single cutting fluid, so that we will get a both advantages in semi-synthetic oils, better cooling and wettability property, and can be used for heavy duty operation where more cutting forces involved, more friction will be involved, more heat will be generated. So it can act as a lubricant as well as coolant, so that it can be used in heavy duty operation. So lower viscosity of oil used, it helps recirculation of the cutting fluid, less smoke, and provides better control over bacterial growth, and it can be stored for long time, good corrosion protection. These are the advantages of semi-synthetic fluid. The disadvantages include water hardness affects the stability of semi-synthetic oil. Okay, so hard water it will be affects the stability of semi-synthetic oil and easily foam. Okay, because of use of oil as well as chemical. So foaming is the major problem in chemical based cutting fluid. Okay, less lubricating property. General purpose machining operation application. Cylindrical and centerless grinding operation where very high surface finish are not required. Okay, so chemical cutting fluid is used to remove material. Okay, in a greater extent, not for good surface finish. So next is method of applying cutting fluid. So cutting fluid can be applied in terms of flood application of cutting fluid. That means uh, uh, flood of cutting fluid is passed into the cutting zone by means of pipe, hose or nozzle system. Okay, you can supply the flood of cutting fluid into the cutting zone. Jet application of fluid with the help of nozzle. So you can apply jet, cutting fluid jet into the fluid, or mist or spray application of cutting fluid. Okay, you can also spray the cutting fluid into the cutting zone by using atomized by a jet of air. Okay, that application means it will completely pass with the help of pipe or hose. Okay, so more the discharge will be more in flood application of fluid. In jet application is comparative flood application, discharge will be less. Whereas in mist, it is low discharge of cutting fluid into the cutting zone in mist application, where the cutting fluid is atomized and it is in terms of spray. Okay, we'll supply the cutting fluid into the cutting zone.
So till now we are discussing about different types of cutting fluid. What are the properties, characteristics, advantages, disadvantages, and application of different types of cutting fluid. Hope you all understand. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Thank you. Have a good day.